Hello and welcome to my channel, Crafting with me, Indiana Jones, and welcome to new friends and old to the first Valentine's video of 2025. I am so happy I'm collaborating with my sweet friends, Jody at Southern Seasons, Monica of Up All Night DIY, and Dawn of Shabby Meets Bling, as I am their Valentine in the Can't Sleep Creations collaboration. Today I'd like to call this a tale of two roses since I had two projects with two different types of roses. Let's start off with a pink wreath for Valentine's Day. And this wreath I actually bought at the at-home store for 75% off. So it came out to I think $4 or $5, which is great. It is a very, very pale pink. I don't even know if you can see how pale it is. It looks white, or beige, but it's actually very nice pink, and it includes the little lights, which I love. Now, about Valentine's Day, I don't really decorate that much. I do like to have a wreath outside, but it doesn't necessarily have to be just for Valentine's Day. I like to keep it out all season long for the spring, or at least this one I can use in my bedroom. Now I have these beautiful big, very large roses. I believe they're from Amazon, and they are just so soft. They're velvety soft and so beautiful. I thought they would be perfect for a Valentine's Day decoration or wreath. Now, Valentine's Day, you can decorate either very soft and subtle with pinks and pastels, or you can have nice red colors. So I'm going to do two very different wreaths for today. Now here I am just adding some greenery. I also paired the pink roses with some lavender. It's like fake lavender. I love the light purple color as well, and the very muted green tones. So that's what I'm trying to incorporate here. Now, I really had so much fun using all of my old hearts from my Queen of Hearts decor at the Deering Estate. Now, I couldn't find all of these beautiful caged hearts, so I decided to take some of them apart so I can create more of these little heart decorations on my wreath. So here you can see how easy it was for me to just pry apart those hearts. Even though I love the fact that they are like a little cage, it was very easy just to pop them apart, as you can see there. So I'm just going to add them, and what I did with these, I didn't glue them in. I actually used the wreath itself to just tie in, there you go, you can see me doing it here, to just tie in those hearts. So if I'd like to, I can take out the hearts and keep this wreath up all year long, because I can even use this for Christmas time if I want, especially in my bedroom. Now, of course, we can't do any kind of crafting without our quality control cat, Luna. So she is just taking inventory as to how my progress is going with my wreath, and later on I think she realizes that I'm making something that I love, and of course she has to participate in it as well. So this is all you have to do. Find this wreath if you can find it either in white or in pink. It's a great way to utilize all those sales that are out there. Remember, don't just buy Christmas items for Christmas, but for items that you can use all year long, and this is a perfect way to do it. Now I'm securing some of these roses with a little extra glue, and there you can see my little Luna is partaking in the middle of my wreath and just enjoying my company, I suppose, as I enjoy hers as well. I know some people get frustrated when my cats join me, but you have to understand it means the world to me that I can spend time with them as well. Now, next I wanted to add a nice ribbon, a nice bow to this wreath, because it makes sense. It has to be all feminine and frilly. I had this beautiful burlap bow that or ribbon, I should say, that has beautiful little gold trim. How perfect for this wreath, correct? And now I have this lovely little pink bow that I just had in my stash, and it just happened to match the color of my roses. Now I also added some tails, some ribbon tails, to the outside of the bow, so it just looked like the ribbon from the middle bow just continued through the wreath itself. And I think this turned out to be so lovely, and I am going to enjoy having this up in my room all year long. I wanted to share with you a wonderful gift idea, particularly for Valentines. I was contacted by LANZOOM Watches. They're sold through Amazon, and they are high quality European watches made in Berlin, Germany. And they are absolutely beautiful. Look at all the pics for women and for men. So if there's someone special in your life, maybe you would like to take a look at LANZOOM and see what you can get. Now, the one I chose has a beautiful mother of pearl face and this wonderful Austrian crystal bracelet. As you know, I have many events that I have to go to for my job, and I thought this would be a perfect complement to any of my outfits that I will wear for these events. You know, I go to a lot of balls and fashion shows and different events, evening events, and even corporate events, and I thought this would be just such a lovely addition to my accessories. It matches with everything, and it's perfect for my wrist. I don't like a lot of big, thick, heavy watch, especially watch bracelets for my wrist, but this is just as elegant as any jewelry accessory that you can have. I just love it. So if you have a chance, take a look at LANZOOM on Amazon. I'll have all the information for LANZOOM down below. And as I said before, it is a high quality watch, and I'd be proud to wear this to any wonderful event. Thanks again to LANZOOM. I didn't know how much my kitty cats loved wreaths, but apparently I haven't made enough wreaths to show you how much they always want to be a part of my creations. Well, I'm using Luna here as a model as I show you all the items I'm going to use. I had this grapevine wreath in my stash, and I just painted it white. I bought that new little heart. Yes, I bought one new item from the Dollar Tree. These roses I had left over from my Queen of Hearts Christmas last year at the Deering Estate. So I thought it would be fun to create a red rose themed wreath for my outside door. And all I'm doing here is adding just a pipe cleaner, chenille stem and some wire to my heart so I can add it to the wreath. Now, I have these really nasty old tools, and I finally received these wonderful new jewelry making tools. Now, I'm not making jewelry right now, but I use these tools all the time now. They're wonderful. They have fantastic grips, and I'll be sharing a little more about them in just a bit. But here I just wanted to put together my wreath using that wonderful heart. I think that heart is, I only saw one. I don't know if they have other colors, if it comes in natural, but this was just perfect for my white grapevine wreath. Now, I started playing around with my roses. I have a lot of different roses, but the same as my pink and my pink roses that I had different sizes. Same thing here with my red roses, and it makes such a difference when you can combine different sizes. Now, kudos come to help. Apparently, one cat isn't enough for a craft day here at home. I guess it was a rainy day, and they were bored. They're just like little kids. They were bored, and they're like, we don't know what to do. We'll hang out with you. So anyway, they eventually the sun did break through the clouds, and they were able to go outside and play. And here I'm just adding some greenery first to my wreath. Even though it's going to be red roses, I wanted to keep it very, farmhouse, country chic, whatever you want to call it. Country chic. Let's call it that, like country chic. And I just thought it would be so nice to have these country wild roses, wild country rose. Now, I don't know about you, but that to me sounds like a country song about, wild country rose, my wild country rose. I think that would be beautiful too. I'm going to write some lyrics to that song because I think it would just be so nice. Wild country roses growing in the brambles amongst the weeds. They break through because they're so strong, just like country women, I suppose. Anyway, I'm not a country. I don't know. I'm a city woman. Been in a lot of, but I'm in the South. I don't know how South Miami is. It should be really South, but it's not really. Anyway, back to the wreath. And again, I had another little break that I had to take because Luna came to join me. But all I did here was, again, added some greenery. Just some greenery that I already had in my stash. And now I am gluing in the large roses. I like to add the larger flower first. I don't know how you do your decorating, but usually I like to add the large flowers first since they're going to be of peak interest, and then the smaller ones afterwards. Now, originally I was just going to do this with the different size red roses, but later I found these very country-like or wild flowers that I thought would be perfect to add in. They're not necessarily daisies, but they kind of look like that, and it adds a little more to that country chic vibe that I'm going for. Once again, I'm using my new tools to cut apart these little roses, and I'm so happy I have these new tools. I'd been using old tools that have been around for like 20 years, believe it or not. I think those red ones that I've been using are from my mom, and although they have sentimental value, they don't work too well. Now I'm continuing to add some more of this greenery. Again, all of these are items that I already had in my house, except for that one little heart. Everything was already as part of my stash as I continue to use my stash and not add more to it. Now here's that little bunch of wildflowers which I decided to add to my roses just to give it a little more oomph. I always like to use 3 colors, so we have the red roses, we have the greenery, and of course a little bit of white, and it just gives it a really nice natural look. And I don't know, it just adds a little bit of whimsy and cottagecore. That's what cottage chic. I think that's what I want to call this. It's very cottage chic. And now it's hard to decide which one I want on my front door and which one I'm going to use inside, because I really like the way this one turned out. I'll probably take one to the office and just decorate my office for Valentine's Day as well. We usually have a little tea party at work in the office, a little tea party just to thank everyone, just to show a little appreciation. And that's what Valentine's Day should be. Everybody makes it like such pressure to get gifts or give gifts or what have you. But I think it's more important that you just show appreciation for the people around you that you love, and tell them that you love them. Let them know how important they are to you. Now here's a final look. Earlier you saw me using a new set of tools. This is the TOOLOUR kit. It's a kit with 8 different tools that you can use for jewelry making, wire cutting, whatever you need. Now, I love my old toolkit because it was my mom's, but it was over 15 years old, so they were all a bit rusty and dull. So now I can start the new year off with my new tools. Now, I'm not going to get rid of my old ones. I'm going to keep them for sentimental value, I suppose. But I'm really happy that I have these all nicely organized and ready to use. Now, I decided it would be nice to create something with my new toolkit, and I'm just going to make a fast and easy Valentine's Day bracelet. I had all of these jewels or gems, and they're these beads that are wrapped in wire, and I have them from my mom's collection. And I wanted to wear them around my wrist because it'll remind me of my mom, plus some charms that I had in my collection. So it's a bit of me and a bit of my mom together on one bracelet. As you can see, this is so easy to make. It took me no more than 10 minutes to put this little bracelet together, and I'll have it with me always to wear and as a little reminder of my mom's favorite craft. She used to love to sew and to make her own jewelry, and she would make such beautiful designs. So I hope this year I can do a little more in some jewelry making, and this toolkit is the perfect way to start. More information about the toolkit is down below in my description. But as you can see, it's so easy to use with jump rings and these already created beads with the wire. And all I'm doing is adding the little heart charm in between the beads, and that's it. All I needed to do to create this little gift just for me for Valentine's Day. Once again, I have to thank my lovely dear friends Jody at Southern Seasons, Monica of Up All Night DIY, and Dawn of Shabby Meets Bling, as well as the other collaborators for creating this Can't Sleep Creations collaboration for Valentine's Day. Please remember to check out the links below for their channels and for the full playlist. Thanks again for stopping by, and if you enjoyed this, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And remember to stay safe, be kind, God bless each and every one of you, and remember to live the adventure, and I'll see you again very, very soon.